And thank you for joining us for a new season of On the Couch with Kimberly. Of course, I am Kimberly Rose, your host, and later we will be joined by my new co-host, Miss Kenya Mays. For right now, we're here speaking with Shahid Shabazz of Allusions, Beauty and Barber, and he is our guest for the week. How you doing, Shahid?
I'm doing pretty good. How you doing?
Pretty well, pretty well. Well, we'd like to hear about your business, Allusions, Beauty and Barber. When did it open?
I opened in August of 2004, so I'm getting ready to do my 9th year anniversary coming up in August.
Wonderful. Okay.
Come check us out.
I've heard many good things about your business. How many chairs do you have in there, first of all?
Right now, 14.
14 chairs?
And I have 12 of them are filled up. Well, now 11 are filled up, so I have space for 3 more.
So your services you offer are what?
Barbering and styling, braiding, locks, everything.
Okay, so somebody could do something like what I have here going on.
No doubt. You can take care of that, anything.
Okay, all right. Any other services like your eyebrows and?
We do eyebrow arching, hair dyes, children's services, mohawks, boxes. We do pretty much anything. Designs. Most of the stylish haircuts that you see nowadays that people wear, we're the ones who put that out on the streets.
Okay.
We're the best at what we do.
I believe you. Okay, wonderful.
3 years best unisex salon in the area. We've been awarded, was it 2011, 12, and 13, 3 years straight. So.
Okay, so we have a award winner here.
Thank you.
Way to go, way to go. I've heard really good things about your work in the community as far as, giving back something. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Each year for back to school, we always do free haircuts for back to school weekend for the students. We give away free clothes, book bags, school supplies, things of that nature. Every year, Thanksgiving time, I team up with Squad Up, and we always do a food drive for Thanksgiving, and then right back for Christmas, we do a food, clothes, and toy drive. And from doing those year after year, I've actually gotten phone calls when families are in trouble with their house, fire. We just helped out with a donation to help a family with that. So, we just try to do what we can for the community.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, okay, just so that we don't overlook anything, we have food drive for Thanksgiving, right? Mm-hmm. Toy drive.
Toys, clothes, and food for Christmas.
Toys, clothes, and food for Christmas. Okay. Going back to school, we have haircuts for the kids at no cost. Yep. And books, school supplies as well. So you're really into giving back to the community.
And we also take donations, so if anybody wants to help out with those things, we already have things stocked up. So you can feel free to bring through donations all year round, and we have things to help out when people need it. So,
are there any other businesses that might team up with you in supporting your efforts, or no?
Right now, we just do it on our own. If anybody wants to join on, they can feel free to come talk to me about it. But as of now, it's just been Allusions and Squad Up Entertainment. So we've been pretty much holding it down on our own.
Okay. You've mentioned Squad Up twice. What are they?
That is a Facebook group that I'm in that a young man by the name of Kennard Williams started. And it's kind of community-based. We have a whole lot of fun in there, too. But we do a whole lot for the community together. He has the numbers and I have the building, so we put it together to use the power in numbers to get our community come out to help us help our community.
Absolutely, absolutely. So often in the news you hear about, a lot of negative things going on, but you don't really hear about the positive things that our people are doing. So that's what I'm kind of focusing on this season a little bit more so than what I did last season. Was just trying to put the word out that we do give back. Some of our businesses really make an effort to give back. And
we do a whole lot with mentoring children and everything like that in the barbershop. So we have a program that we're going to start cutting hair with the schools and actually donating some of the money back to the schools. So we try to do what we can.
Well, I greatly applaud your efforts. That's wonderful. As far as the mentoring goes, have you put that in place yet, or are you just kind of in the planning stages?
We're kind of playing with it now. We have a couple of young men that are kind of on the fence of, can be in trouble or can go the right way, and we have them in the shop helping out. being around positive influences to try to help them out. And so far, it's been a good response from the teachers and the parents. So I'm pretty sure it'll be something that we'll continue to do.
Wow, wonderful. I had no idea you were doing so
The
much.
power of the chair.
That's
Barbering
right.
is a very good, powerful thing. So we use it to our benefit.
Yeah. People talk to you just like in the beauty salon when they're doing their hair. We just spill everything.
Oh, yeah. We're like your doctor, your bartender, anybody else that you can talk about personal business and everything like that with. Your barber is kind of like a part of your family.
Right.
So.
Right. So clearly you saw a need for some changes going on and implemented these things. Well, wonderful. I applaud your efforts very much. Do you know of any other maybe businesses in the area that would join forces with you, like trying to make it bigger and better what you're already doing? Like,
yeah, actually, I'm a barber instructor also. The school that I worked in was Another Level, and I know the people that own Another Level, they're very good in doing things like that for the community. So I know that they'll come on board.
It's all about networking, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the more people that come on board, the bigger and better
the more we can do.
You can do, right. Absolutely, absolutely. Well, I want to thank you for joining us, giving us a little bit of information. Tell us how viewers can reach you. Like, do you have a website or?
Yeah, well, right now our website is allusionsbb.com. But you can reach me by email at allusionsbb@gmail.com, which is allusions, ALLUSIONS. So that's pretty much it. You can reach me at 33 West Washington Street. I'm there every day, down in downtown Petersburg.
Downtown Petersburg, representing. Okay, wonderful. We will also flash your information up at the end of the show. So if you didn't get a chance to write that down, you'll have the opportunity again at the end of the show. And I would just like to thank you for joining me on the couch with Kimberly.
No problem, Kim.
And you guys sit tight, and we'll be right back with my co-host, Kenya Mays. Thanks. And we are back with my co-host, Miss Kenya Mays.
Hello.
Okay, so we are going to jump right into it. I found an article that was extremely interesting to me, and I decided to share it with you guys. We're going to put up in just a second the phone number to call in, but first I'd like to read this letter to you, and you can call us and tell us what you think about it. What are your thoughts and feelings on this letter that was sent to Sister magazine, which is pretty much African American magazine, read by African American women like myself.
The sisters?
The sisters, that's right. All right. This was a Caucasian woman writing this letter. And it says,
I'll read the.
There you go. You start with it.
I'll go ahead and take the ladies because she was a little upset. So let me tell you guys what she said. Dear Jamie, I'm sorry, but I would like to challenge some of your black male readers. I'm a white female who is engaged to a black male, good looking, educated, and loving. I just don't understand a lot of black females' attitudes about our relationship. My man decided he wanted me because the pickings amongst black women were slim to none. As he said, they were either fat, too loud, too mean, too argumentative, too needy, too materialistic, or carrying too much excessive baggage. Before I became engaged, whenever I went out, I was constantly approached by black men willing to wine and dine me and give me the world. If black women were so up in arms about us being with their men, why don't they look at themselves and make some changes? I am tired of the dirty looks I get, the snide remarks when we're out in public, and I would like to hear from some black men about why we are so appealing and coveted by them. Bryant Gumbel just left his wife of 26 years for one of us. Charles Barkley, Scottie Pippen, the model Tyson Beckford, Montel Williams, Quincy Jones. She gave a list. And I can go on is what she says. But right now, I'm a little angry, and that is why I wrote this so hurriedly. Don't be mad at us white women because so many of your men want us. Get your act together and learn from us, and we may lead you to treat your men better. If I'm wrong, black men, let me know. And she signed it, Disgusted White Girl.
Okay, so
Disgusted.
I hope we have the number up on the screen because I'd really like to hear your feelings on this letter. But I can tell you for sure, my feelings on the letter when I first read it was quite disturbing. Only because I feel like she was really degrading and knocking us.
She was disgusted.
She was disgusted as she described herself at the end of the letter. With women, black women.
Black women.
Yeah. And she wants a response back from black men. So I would love for you guys to call in and give me your opinion on how you feel about this letter about our people.
And Kimberly, let me tell you, we have a caller.
We have a caller already? Okay. Give us just 1 second and we're going to get to you, Kenya.
Okay.
Hi, you're on the couch with Kimberly. May I have your first name and your comment, please?
How you doing? My name is Shaw.
Hi, Shaw. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Nice to see you back on the couch.
And nice to hear from you again, Shaw. What's your comment?
I mean, I think it's some truth to what the letter is saying, and then there's a lot of confusion to it too, as far as the reasons why, black men chase after white women.
And please tell us, what is your opinion on why black men chase white women, but you realize we have to keep our comments kind of short, so sum it up for me.
I think that is a lack of knowing who you are, a lack of knowing where you should be and who you should be with that makes them, seek out the women other than their own race.
Okay.
And that's about how I see that.
Okay.
Thank you.
I agree.
All right.
Thanks, Shaw.
Now, Kimberly, this is what I'm going to say. I wanted to make sure I could say it in the best possible way. And I just want to apologize to Miss Disgusted from every black woman, and not just every black woman. I want to apologize for every strong woman, because when I read this, I realized several things. First of all, she was a weak woman because she has to put down, and her man's weak. They have to put down someone else. Her man didn't say, I love you, baby.
Hold on 1 second. I'm going to let you finish that. Thank you for calling on the couch with Kimberly. Give me just 1 second, okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
Her man didn't say, I love you, baby, because you are a beautiful woman. Her man said, I love you, baby, because all these other women want nothing. Mm-hmm. So you look better than them.
Exactly.
So to me, she was weak. And from someone who's dated and been in an interracial relationship, I'm sorry, she's not woman enough to understand it. Everybody's not going to like your situation. I don't think she's going to make it because this is her fiance. This is not your husband yet, baby. You already discussed it. I'm sorry.
Exactly. And you got a whole lot of years ahead if you marry him. So
and trust me, it's not going to just be us. It's going to be us and them and them and them. It's going to be a lot of people that's not going to like her relationship, and it's going to be a lot of funny looks. And if she's disgusted before she's married,
she's really going to be disgusted later.
You might as well back out now, baby, because you can't make it. You're not strong enough. It's okay.
Thank you for holding, caller. Your first name and comment, please.
My first name is Luscious.
All right, Luscious. Hey, how you doing today?
Good. Let me just say that letter was also on Facebook.
Yes, it was.
I think it's bogus. And I think it's bogus because she named people who are entertainers or people
celebrities
who are in the limelight.
Correct.
Exactly.
And it's just a matter that no matter where you are, you usually wind up with people that are in whatever you are doing. Let's say, for example, if we were in France and I have been abroad, I'm telling you, if I wanted a white man, I could have had several.
Okay. All right.
Because that's where you are. But the other thing is that I think she's lying because Bryant Gumbel left his first wife when he was on the Today Show and married a white woman not long after he left the show. So I don't think she even has her information correct. And it might have been a man who put that on there just to see what we would say.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Thank you. Bye-bye. That's true. I'm not sure about all of these people that she named, but a couple of them I do know are married to white women, which I don't have a problem with that. You marry who you want to marry, whatever floats your boat.
Exactly.
But it was just I think the feeling of the letter that she was something above us.
Exactly.
Like,
because that's when you're weak, you have to put down the next person
to make yourself feel better.
Like I said, she's not strong enough for an interracial. She's not going to make it. She's disgusted now, and she hasn't even gotten to, what about the people who just, a year or so ago, the pastor wouldn't marry them because it was an interracial couple?
I didn't hear about that.
Oh, yeah. It's still people out there, and he refused to marry them, and they couldn't get married in that area. It's a lot of people that's not going to like your situation, and that's whether you marry a white man, a black man. You could marry the nicest white man you meet, and it's going to be somebody that's looking at you. They're going to look at him and give him the cross eye because they might not feel like you're woman enough for him. So you're always going to meet people like that, and I'm sorry that you haven't learned to deal with it, because trust me, I had a lot of looks, and I just said, thank you, baby.
Right?
Yeah,
right.
Thank you.
And that's just what it is.
Yeah.
On the same note, no matter what the situation is, it's always going to be haters. So,
exactly.
That's just a fact of life. She must be an immature woman.
Both of them.
Yeah. To even come up with something like this. I took a vacation one time to Jamaica when I was married, and all the guys were staring at my ex-husband like, looking at him evil, like they wanted to hurt him or something, because they thought I was a Jamaican woman. Why? I don't know. I was born right here. But
she looked like she got a look.
They thought I was an island girl, and so they was ready to beat him up because they thought that American man was with their Jamaican woman. And so I say all that to say, people gonna have opinions about your situation no matter what it is. It's not just because it's interracial. Look at the people who are gay people who get married. I mean, they got to deal with it for the rest of their life.
But like I said, you have to be strong anytime, especially if you enter into a situation that's outside of what some people consider the norm. You have to be strong enough to handle it. And if you're disgusted and it's just your fiance and you're disgusted by a couple of looks,
you're going to have a hard road.
Keep it moving, baby. You can't, you're not going to make it. You need to get secure with yourself first, because when people look at you, you need to be secure enough to say,
what you got to say don't matter.
Exactly. And if this your man and he's so educated, he shouldn't have to tell you why he wasn't with all those other women. He should be telling you why he's with you. Because you should be the only person to matter. She don't
like
matter
that.
to him. He just couldn't find a good woman. That's okay. You still ain't found one, but you'll find one soon.
Well, let me give you guys the response to that letter. This letter was circulated on Facebook, and it got a lot of response. Every time it was posted, it got a lot of response from both sides, from some of our men saying that she was right, and that, you know,
always
being with someone other than their own kind was just the best thing since sliced bread. Okay. And to those people, I say, do you know, I know me personally, I don't be mad most of the time when I see couples like that, because I be like, they match, they go together.
Exactly.
I mean, they might not have the same skin color, but they are equally yoked.
Thank you.
Okay. That's how the old folks say it, equally yoked. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me give you guys the response to that letter. Let's see. Here we go. Let me start by saying that I'm a 28-year-old black man. I graduated from one of the most prestigious universities in Atlanta, Georgia, with a bachelor's degree. I don't think I'm going to read this whole thing, because he really just went out with this letter. And a business degree. I have a good job at a major corporation and have recently purchased a house. So I consider myself among the ranks of successful black men. I will not use my precious time to slander white people. I just want to set the record straight of why black men date white women. Says back in the day, one of the biggest reasons why black men dated white women was because they were considered easy. The black girls in my neighborhood were raised in the church, and they were very strict about when they lost their virginity and who they lost it to. Because of our impatience, brothers would look for someone who would give it up easy without so much hassle, so they turned to white girls. Nowadays, in my opinion, a lot of brothers date white women because they are docile and easy to control. A lot of black men, because of insecurities, fears, and overall weakness, have become intimidated by the strength of our black women. Someone we can control. I have talked to numerous black men, and they continuously comment on how easy it is to control and walk over white women. As I said before, I'm not going to read this whole thing, because this brother was pretty disgusted at the letter sent in, so his response was extensive. But to kind of summarize, let's see if we can get right to the good part.
Right here.
He goes,
it was the black women.
Where are you? It was the black women who were breastfeeding and raising your babies during slavery. It is the black women that had to endure watching their father's husband and children beaten, killed, and thrown in jail. Black women were born with 2 strikes against them, being black and being women. And through all this, still they rise. Yes, we do. So the bottom line is, he kind of set the record straight that the reason why some men choose to go that way is because they're looking for someone who they can dominate. And we're not so easily dominated. I mean, because I don't think that's the role of a partner, is not to be dominated, but to be your partner, which kind of puts you on the same playing field. So that's the difference.
Yeah. And I will say this. I like to play devil's advocate. So I will say that in a strong relationship, whether it's interracial or not, the woman is not docile. She's not weak. She is a partner.
Right.
Evenly yoked.
Right.
So some men, I do believe, date outside of their race, not necessarily because they're easy, but because they boost their ego. Now, the men that she named are rich. If you want a rich man, whether you're white, black, blue, or purple, you're going to stroke their ego. So if you are arrogant and you need someone to make you feel better, and you have this woman who has made it her job to do nothing but look good, we all see them. You have your trophy wife,
right,
and you're paying for your trophy wife. I tell people, if you want to pay for her, go ahead on, and she's going to smile at you and baby, and she's not going to talk bad. She's not going to say nothing to you. As long as your money look good. Let that money get a little short.
But God forbid you lose that step.
So she's, to me, speaking of relationships that are outside of the norm. I want her to pull up a regular relationship. And my cousin is married to my best friend, and I love Stephanie, and she's a white woman, and she is as loud as me, and I am very loud. And she is opinionated, and she is wonderful, and they have the best relationship, and she does not care about the looks, the stares, and trust me, she's gotten it all because she has a strong relationship, and she's a strong woman. So I feel like it is about being equally yoked, and some people meet the person outside of their whatever, whether it's, you know, I met the woman of my dreams and I'm a woman, or I met the white girl of my dreams and I'm a black man, or whatever it is.
Right.
But in this letter, you have two immature, weak-minded people,
right.
And that's why he's meeting these women that are too loud, too needy, too much baggage, because that's what he's attracting.
Exactly.
When you're immature, you attract, you know, like minds think alike. Tell him to stop trolling in the garbage, and he won't come out with a black or white trash.
Right. Well, give us a call on the man's perspective. Tell us what you think. I mean, are we wrong? And where we say you attracting what you are.
Exactly.
Maybe you have some differing opinions on that. Give us a call, and we'd like to hear about them. I just really think that if we look at somebody like ourselves, then you wouldn't come up with all of that negativity.
Exactly. But it's about what you want, but it's also about what you want to see. We don't know what happened in I would want to see what was going on in his life, because he came out of a black woman, was raised by a black woman.
That's something else. I don't understand that.
Yeah.
How can people, whoever you're born to, you turn your back totally on that?
So to me, when I hear
race
him,
of people.
Exactly. When I hear him say how, you know, she says her man talks about how women are this, that, and the third. I don't hear him speaking about black women. I hear him speaking about his mother. He has mommy issues. He needs a therapist. He needs a therapist. And you need to go with him, Miss Weak Lady, so you can deal with your man. So they both need therapy. He needs counseling, because this is what you were raised in. This is the environment you came from. And now to me, you're turning your back on a society that took care of you.
Exactly. That you were born into.
Exactly. Because at the end of the day, you know, when your child come out, if you have a little, I hope she know if they have a little girl, that's going to be a black girl. Ask them what Obama is. He's a black president.
Yes, and thank goodness for him.
Exactly. So while she's so busy putting down black women, does she know that when she has that child, you know, it's going to be a black woman. It's not going to be a cute little mixed breed. That's not what they're going to call your baby. She's not going to be that. She's going to be a black little girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because even if you got a little bit, you black.
Exactly. She's going to be black. Just like Obama is our first black president. He's not our first mixed interracial. They don't know. He's our first
black president.
Yes.
Right.
So your daughter is going to be, hold up, what is she? Your daughter is going to have excessive baggage. She's going to be too argumentative. She's going to be loud. That's going to be your child.
And she overweight too.
Oh, yeah, she's fat too. That's your little fat baby. Because that's what you just said about all black women.
Right.
So just understand that's what you're raising.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I don't think people think before they speak. And she was disgusted. So I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt. But at the end of the day, this is how you felt. This is how you felt beforehand. And your man just fed you the nonsense because, you know, you boost his ego. As she put it,
that's
you know,
what it
she
is.
has. Exactly. Because she says she has a educated, loving man. That educated is a nice way of saying my man makes money.
Mm-hmm. We don't really know how educated he was, though. I mean, just thinking about her mindset, he probably just got an associate's degree.
Educated don't mean educated. That means he got a good job and he paid for her. Because just like, you know, Sidney Poitier and Cuba, they got money. And their woman is with them because they nice and they sweet and they got money. I want to know what happens when her man loses a job. And he's a black man and can't get another one.
Okay, we got another caller. Give us just a second. Let's see what they have to say. Thank you for calling on the couch with Kimberly. Can I have your first name and your comment, please?
Yeah. Good evening, ladies. How y'all doing? My name is Deborah.
Hi, Deborah. How are you?
How y'all doing?
Doing just lovely.
And I don't even want to say that y'all are right. I want to say y'all overright, okay?
Well, thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Go ahead. What's your comment?
Overright. I think what people don't understand, I don't think women, black women, just get pissed off, mad about nothing. And a lot of times, men don't look at themselves, and they blame everybody else, other than saying, well, maybe I was wrong.
Right, right.
And then here they go hopping,
Mm-hmm.
They hop away from any problems. They don't want to get into it. You know what I'm saying? But when you're a couple, you're supposed to sit down and you're supposed to talk about things. And a lot of times, some of these men you can't even talk to.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Very true.
So, and when you got somebody who, they're going to do everything you say,
Which has never been me, might I add.
Like
never.
Really.
Since I was about 7, okay? I ain't been like that, okay?
I don't want nobody like that. I don't want nobody just, somebody I can just, just tell what to do and they just do it, I don't want nobody like that.
Exactly.
So if that's what, these men have decided that's what they want, well, hey, go ahead and see how far I get you.
Right.
All right?
I agree, totally.
So thank you.
Thank you.
welcome.
You have a good evening.
Thank you for
All right,
calling.
All right, bye-bye. Okay, so we not alone. All right, brothers, where are you?
They're scared to call in because they was on her side a minute ago.
Oh, yeah. Were you really? Call us and tell us then. Because maybe you can,
Yeah. And
clear up some things or change our opinions on how we feel about this thing.
Everybody has an opinion, so don't not call in because, we've said that.
Because you might be right. I don't know.
Yeah, it's your personal opinion because I've seen a lot of comments on how she was correct. And I will say this, though. As a black woman, black women, sometimes we do need to get it together. Let's be real.
Okay.
Sometimes we are too loud. We are too opinionated. I'm not going to say opinionated because you should have your opinions. But sometimes we are too loud. Sometimes we do need to learn how to step back and just understand. But that comes with maturity, not with color, race, creed, or whatever.
Thank you.
That's with maturity.
Right.
So sometimes we do need to learn, but that's more so that's not everyone. And I don't know if anybody else has been to a nice little, bar that maybe is more Caucasian. But if you sit there long enough, you're going to see some white women that's a little too loud, opinionated.
Right. The same things go on.
Exactly. I mean, a woman is a woman. And as far as excessive baggage, that's not excessive baggage. That's life.
Right.
Life happens.
Right.
If you don't have any baggage, then you probably haven't lived enough to know what the issues are.
Well, I would like to say that I don't appreciate the stereotype that's out there, like black women are just so hard to get along with
Angry
because angry black women. I told somebody before, I'm not angry. I'm really not. Of course, I've had experiences like everybody else, but they don't make me angry.
But this is the difference. And I will say this, even not just in a relationship situation. Corporate America I can say something, and it's more so about how people look at you.
Right.
I can say something, and Betty Sue can say something, and I'm the angry black person because of my opinion.
Right.
Because I may not wither every time someone says something, as a black person, you learn to stand up because we were held down for so long.
Hold on 1 second, honey. Uh-oh. Thanks for calling. Give me just a second and turn down your television for me, please. Okay, they had a problem. I'm sorry.
But yeah, I think that's what it is. We're not going to, I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to, if you have an opinion, I'm going to talk to you. And if you get a little loud, I'm going to get a little loud back. And that's just because, like I said, we were trained and bound. And what you're not going to do to a black person now is to put them back in their box.
Right.
And it's not that we're angry. It's just that you're going to hear us finally.
Right.
And our struggle is different. And I think that's what the white woman, disgusted white woman, you need to realize. You can't really talk about a black woman because you've never been in our shoes. You've never had to walk into a building and you get looked differently. So now that you finally are in a situation where people are looking at you, they've been looking at us for years.
Exactly.
I still can walk into certain stores
and get followed all around the store.
Exactly. So when you chose that black man, you must, now you're starting to see what our struggle is. You get used to it, baby.
I think it made her uncomfortable to be in that situation, but we've been in that situation for a very long time.
And trust me, if the longer you stay in there, a little disgusted, angry, she could be the angry white woman.
She could be angry.
She could be the angry white woman in a minute. And look, she could be real angry when she walk in that store and she tells somebody about her black husband and it's the next white girl and she's going to give you that funny look. Because trust me, it's not just us giving you those looks. It's us that you pay attention to. But you're getting those looks from a lot of other people. They're wondering how much money he got or what, what's wrong with you. I even had a girlfriend tell me one time she was separated from her husband, white woman, white husband, and she dated a black man, and her husband got mad at her. They got back together and everything was good. He got mad at her and he told her, you are nothing but trash. That's why you was with that man, because nobody else wants you. That is how some people look at it, because they're going to put you down. They might not say nothing today, tomorrow, but trust me, when she get into that first argument, they're going to bring it up and they're going to make you feel bad. I just hope you, get a backbone. I hope you get not
toughen up. You gotta
I hope you get not so disgusted, because like I said, if you disgusted now, baby, you call it a wrap.
You in for it.
Yeah.
I had a caller just trying to call in. Give us a call back. We want to hear from you, especially the men. I really want to hear what you have to say. I mean, do you agree with the lady, or are you more so on the side of the gentleman that responded to her?
Exactly. It was to you guys. She wanted to hear from, you educated black men. It's called.
No, we don't have a call. No. Okay, I thought we had somebody trying to get through, but give us some calls. We want to get your feedback on this because evidently race is still a very hot topic. A lot of people seem to think that it's not an issue anymore, but it certainly seems to be. You're on the couch with Kimberly. May I have your first name and your comment, please?
Yeah, it's Shah again.
Okay, Shah, go ahead.
I think that one of the reasons why some black men have problems with black women is the meeting them at a time when they haven't healed from some traumatizing event that took place in their life, either when they was a child or when they became older, and they haven't properly healed from it, and they still have that negative energy resonating from that event.
Right.
And they try to, go into a relationship with a man, still feeling the hurt, still feeling the anger, and then they take that out on that man.
Exactly.
So, because it's an epidemic of events, traumatizing events that are happening to black women, a lot of men are encountering this who are not, trying to mistreat a woman, but treat her right. But they have to deal with her in that state where she has not healed.
Right. Absolutely. That's a very good point, Shah. Thank you.
All
right. Bye-bye. I'm glad he brought that up. I'm really glad he brought that up, because I think that is where that image comes from. The angry black woman is a lot of times, and I was even one. I was a victim of that circumstance too. After separated from my ex-husband, I would know I was angry. I was angry for a whole good 5 years. I ain't gonna lie. And I was mean as I could be. So he's right on target. You are on the couch with Kimberly. May I have your comment, please?
Yeah, peace to the whole panel.
Thank you.
I was just channel surfing a little bit, and I wanted to conduct a scientific experiment, because I have a hypothesis that comments in these times and days are very hard to give and hard to receive. So I just wanted to tell a young lady with the white blouse on that she is one of the most beautiful women I've seen in a long, long time.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. That was really sweet. Did you want to comment on the topic?
Well, that was my only comment, and I just wanted to say thank you for saying thank you, because that's a problem that's just out there in the world. For a man to tell a woman that she look good is half the problem, and the other half of the problem is for a woman to just take it and say thank you without twisting her face or whatever.
Well, thank you so much.
So a lot of times people will step outside their own circle, because in their own circle they're not hot, but outside their circle they are.
I agree with that. Absolutely. I hadn't even thought about that. That is absolutely right.
Well, thank you so much for calling.
Peace.
All right, have a good one.
Bye.
You too.
But I like what he said. We hadn't even thought about that. You know, people move. He's so angry with black women because he couldn't get a black woman. Maybe he wasn't appealing. We do like certain type of men. Strong
this is
men.
True.
And I've already said how many times I done called him weak.
Weak.
So, because he was weaker, he was on the bottom end of our totem pole. Maybe he crossed over and he was at the top of the totem pole.
Exactly. That's very true.
Yes,
that is very true.
I like
he
that.
He might have been the runt of our race.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Crossover.
You are on the couch with Kimberly. May I have your comment or question?
Yeah, I'd like to make a comment. I mean, I'm a black man, and of course I come from a black woman, so I can relate and understand the black woman. Mm-hmm. But it's a whole lot of people that get scared from a black woman's strength. Let's put yourself in the situation of a young black boy that's in 9th or 10th grade. He not getting any attention from the black girls in his age group. They treat him, just like a brother or whatever, but don't give him any kind of play, any kind of attention. So now he goes on to college. He's a smart kid. He goes to a good college. He's surrounded now by white girls where he's never been surrounded around, and they give him attention. They give him play at a point in his life where he's starting to get more and more into women.
Right.
So now he is attracted to what he's attracted to, what's attracted to him. No matter what he has to do now, she's introducing him to more powerful things in life, more education. Exactly. So in his eyes, she's the woman for him. What can a black woman do for him now that she's never done before? He can love his mother to death and love the black women and don't do anything disrespectful to him, but that doesn't mean that that's what makes him happy in his relationship. So he may not be able to deal with the strength of a black woman. In his eyes, it could be discouraging or scary or whatever it may be, but what he found in that white woman, he, is happy with.
Right, okay.
I don't really go for it. It's a lot of beautiful white women in the world, and I feel like every white boy should have one, but black women is for the black man.
Well, thank you for saying that. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. All right, I appreciate your comments.
You're welcome.
Have a good night.
You too.
Bye-bye. Well,
again, I agree with that.
I agree as well. Yeah.
But I will say, I feel like it's whatever you like. I don't feel like you should look at the color, the whatever, unless you just feel like, that blonde hair, blue eyes is the best thing since bread and water, and that's your preference. I think you should look at the person, though, because you could find that blonde hair, blue eyed, fake breasts, whatever.
And she could be just as demonic as anybody you ever met in your life.
And be loud and everything else. So you need to look at the person.
All right, we got another caller. You are on the couch with Kimberly. May I have your comment or question? Hello? Okay. I think we might be having technical difficulties on that one.
And he once again said, he wasn't getting played from the black girls.
He wasn't getting any play from the black girls.
So when you found somebody that like you like who like you, I'm not mad.
This is true. You're on the couch with Kimberly. May I have your comment or question?
Oh, yeah. Hi, Kim. This is a great show tonight.
Thank you.
The girls look beautiful. And listen, I was listening to the brother. This guy on the awards the other night, he introduced, hold on, Halle Berry as the most beautiful woman in the world.
Okay.
That's what they upset about. Believe me. That's what they are upset about.
Is that what got this whole letter thing going?
That's what got the shit on up in the bunch. He didn't call none of them white girls beautiful. When they introduced Hannibal, he said the most beautiful woman, and that queen came through, which is the truth.
Right.
And I'm so proud of beautiful black women. The white men know that they're beautiful. That's why they've been raping you forever.
Right.
So just stand tall, keep looking beautiful, because we are the queens. And I bless you, sisters, and I'll say good night. There's nothing no more beautiful than a black woman. You know what that black pearl is. A black pearl costs more than a white pearl.
And it does.
Don't forget that.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Good night.
I can't say much to that, huh?
Man, she summed it up, didn't she?
But you know what? That would be my rebuttal to her, because in her statement she says, you know, she's met all of these black men who's willing to wine and dine her. I will tell her, I've met a lot of white men who's willing to wine and dine me. What was wrong with you and your women?
So what's the difference?
Well, yeah. What's the difference? I guess the difference is I'm not going to allow that white man to talk down about his white woman, because I don't need that to feel validated.
Right.
I know my strength and my what I deserve. Maybe she needed that. I still say she needed it, because your man is feeding you this nonsense and you're eating it. Why are you eating the nonsense? You shouldn't want him, because if he talk bad about the black women, he'll talk bad about you when he get tired of you.
Soon as he get mad at you.
Yeah.
You are on the couch with Kimberly. May I have your comment or question?
Hi, I just wanted to make another little point, and that is that the reason that all of us are not very, 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 very dark is because Mr. John snuck over to the little house where Lizzie or Kizzy lived, and he's been doing that for years. And right here in Richmond, if you would look up the history, you will find that white men kept black women and in the houses right in Jackson Ward for many, many years. Every now and then, look it up. It's in the Virginia State Library.
You right. I know you're right.
For many years, it's possible that Miss Ann called old Uncle George up to the house. But that did not happen as much as those white men who loved black women through the centuries.
And
that's
still
all
love
I'm
them.
going to say. Good night.
Good night. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. All right
And
now.
still love us.
I know that's right.
I hope she knows that, but maybe that's why she got her a black man, because she couldn't get her a white man. I don't know. We don't know. Speculation. I'm sorry.
Yeah. We're not gonna speculate on that topic.
You know?
Just want to say the same thing, kind of reiterating what you said. If whoever you with, if they are different from you and they putting their own people down, that would make me raise an eyebrow.
Exactly.
Like, really, I look into that person a little bit deeper, because how you gonna self-hate is the worst hate.
And even if I'm dating a black man and he's dogging out his ex-wife, his
I can't
the mother of his child.
Mm-hmm.
But this is the person you was with.
Yeah, you loved her at one time.
Exactly. You need to give me some good pointers, or else I'm wondering what was wrong with you.
Why'd you choose?
Why you choose this loud mouth, fat, ugly?
She was all them
crazy
things. She was all them things.
But you was with her for 20 years. You know, you need to look at your person, because the way they speak and the way they talk about the next person is how they're going to speak and talk about you. And she needs to understand that about her well-educated black man. He needs to understand himself, because he's going to talk just as bad about her, because she's going to be the white trash.
Yeah, trailer trash.
She's going to be the trailer trash. Exactly. She's going to be the trailer trash that he took out of the gutter.
Yeah.
That's what she's going to be, because he's well-educated, because see, he's here. Everybody else is here. See, right now she's beside him, kinda, sorta. But if she does something he don't like, she's gonna be back on the ground with everybody else.
I don't even think she on an equal footing though, because like the response letter said, usually they are chosen because they are so docile. You know what I'm saying? They don't have a whole lot of feedback. Like,
and I'm not gonna say that about every white woman. I will not put that out there, because it's black women who
Let me pick up just a second. Thank you for calling. Bear with us just a second, okay? Finish your thought.
I was just going to say it's black women that's out there that are floor mats and doormats. So, if a man wants a weak woman, he's going to find one.
In any race.
Exactly.
Exactly. Thank you for holding, caller. Go ahead with your comment or question. I'm sorry. First, can you turn your television down a little bit, please?
What advice do you have for 12-year-old girls in relationships?
My advice for 12-year-olds in a relationship is to first understand yourself. You're 12 years old. You need to love yourself and know yourself. You don't know much about yourself at 12 years old.
Do you have a specific question, babe?
No, that was my only question.
Know yourself first. The biggest issue with women is we get into these relationships and we love the other person. Love yourself. Know yourself.
Yeah, you 12 years old, baby. Just love yourself. Concentrate on school and love yourself, okay?
And find you a woman you can respect who can talk to you.
Just a little girl.
You're welcome.
Yeah, she needs to find a, she need a good
12 years old.
She need a role model. She
don't need to do nothing about no relationship, okay?
Okay, but
you ain't even old enough to think about a relationship yet.
You a good, if you can't talk to your mama, talk to your aunt.
Talk to your auntie.
You need to talk to somebody.
But you 12, just there ain't no relationships going on at 12, okay?
Girl, they have kids at 14. Don't just dismiss her. Look,
I'm not dismissing her, but
learn yourself. You're too young to be doing anything other than phone conversation. That's a great age to be on the phone and talking to your boo. Just keep it on the phone. You don't even need to see him. Don't go to the dance.
Please don't. Thank you for calling. You're on the couch with Kimberly. May I have your comment or question, please?
Yes, you said Kimberly?
Yes.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing fabulous.
Wonderful. I would just like to say that lady that called in, the white lady, saying that we are evil and we are angry. They don't know anything about us. They have not been through what we've been through.
Exactly.
We are strong. We are queens. And the only thing they know about us is what a black man said to them about us. And as far as I'm concerned, they are passive. They are doormats. They are men. They take care of black men, and we don't do that. We work hard for our money, and so we're not going to take our money and take care of a man. And that's what they do.
Right. I agree.
And I'm just really angry about that comment because I'm a strong woman and I am a queen, and I'm not going to take care of a man.
Yeah.
So, and she doesn't know anything about our struggle. She doesn't know anything about us.
That's right.
And on that note, I thank you, and you all have a good night.
I thank you for calling. You have a good one as well.
Thank you. Bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
And I agree with the fact that she doesn't know what it's like to be a black woman. It's different. And we talk differently. We walk differently because we have lived differently.
Right.
It's completely different. So you can't even compare the two.
But you know what's funny though? We do respond differently.
Absolutely.
I must say, we do as a people. We respond differently.
And her black man gonna respond differently.
Yeah, that's true.
He gonna respond differently.
All right, so here go two scenarios. One is the guy. He's your man. Let's say he's your man. He's not your husband, but he your man. He want to hang out for the weekend. Now, he been gone all weekend. He went to work Friday, and you don't see him no more till late Sunday night or when he get off of work on Monday. The white woman going to respond a little bit differently than the black woman. I'm going to give you the black woman's
I don't know, because that's Tiger Woods.
Oh, yeah? She went off.
Yeah, them golf clubs to that car won't too different, huh?
That's true.
Yeah.
So, but I'm saying as a whole.
Exactly.
As a whole.
Exactly.
Our people are going to respond a little bit differently because 9 times out of 10, a sister is going to have on her sneakers and have her hair pulled up in a ponytail when you get home.
Yeah. Yeah. That's actually after you done realized that we done changed the locks.
Right.
All your stuff is outside.
On the lawn.
Scattered around. It's been cut, bleached.
Yeah.
It's at your mama house because, That's what it is.
That's what it is.
We're not gonna cry. We're not gonna cry and ask you what we did wrong. That's
no,
what we're
definitely not. If we crying, is why we throwing your stuff outside.
Yeah, we're not gonna cry. We're not gonna ask you what we did wrong, and we're gonna be real strong about it. That's when you're gonna see the angry black woman and her sister and her cousin.
Yeah, yeah.
Because they all gonna be there waiting on you, and that's gonna be the biggest difference.
I just shake my head because I have seen this story play out.
I know, right? Thank you, God. I haven't had to do it, but
Our sister have come a long way. That's all I can tell y'all.
And like you said, so you may not do what you did before. Again, it's immaturity.
Right.
If he's looking at these girls that he dated when he was 18, 19, compared to a woman of any race in her late 20s, early 30s, 40s, we don't know how old these people are. You're dealing with a different type of person. So, it's about maturity. It's about whatever. But I will say we are going to deal with it differently. Like I said, I got my cousin Stephanie. I love her to death. But sometimes I tell her, baby, you just need to, because, she have the people walking up on her because, she's the white girl with the black husband. And then I tell her, sometimes you just, turn around and knock them out. And they won't walk up on you again, baby.
Well, we're not going to advocate violence, okay? But just handle your situation. That's all we're going to say.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we are wrapping up tonight. I would like to start having something I call the word of the day. So my word of the day is harmony. No matter what race you're in, no matter, if you're with somebody that's different from you and you're getting negative feedback, we just going to think about that word harmony. Just keep it in your thoughts. Incorporate it into your vocabulary.
Tattoo it on your arm.
Tattoo it on your arm. And I don't mean them little Chinese symbols either. Okay, harmony. That's the word for the day. So keep that in mind. Be sure to join us next week. We are on the air on Wednesdays from 7:30 to 8:30. And we will be here for the next 6 weeks coming. Thank you for joining us. Is there anything else you'd like to say to our viewers before we leave?
No, just thank you guys. You've been wonderful. And thank you, Kimberly, for having me. And I can't wait to see you guys and talk to you next week.
I'd also like to thank my guest, Shahid Shabazz from Allusions, Beauty and Barber. And don't forget, his information will be on the screen as we say goodbye. Thanks again for watching us. And just stay tuned for what else we have to come for you in the next couple of weeks.
I don't know, but Kimberly.
Are we still on air?
I don't know, but